Hello everyone! Today we continue working with the lace code. I'm not showing you the whole process because it would be too long. I just show you some interesting details and techniques. We've already showed you how to take the lace to the cotton and how to tack the tacks. You can see that we've stitched the tacks. Here they are. And we also cut all the extra pieces off. The seams were pressed open. The side seams were also stitched and covered by a bias binding. When you buy a ready-made bias binding, you should iron it thoroughly so that it doesn't shrink later. I bought this one in a shop. The side seams look pretty good. The shoulder tacks were also stitched and pressed open. You can see that the seams of the tacks don't look good. To cover them, I'll attach a lining here. It will be attached only to the upper part of the coat and will look this way. I'll show you how to process the edges of the lining as well. Imagine you take a coat off and people see these ugly seams. Unacceptable. I've made the facings, which are also going to be processed. One is already tacked. It's easy to make facing because it copies the edge of the coat. Now we'll tack the second facing and the lining. We'll show you a couple of useful technologies. Have a look here. Notice how accurately we pinned the facing so that there are no waves and the fabric doesn't stretch neither. When we pin the facing, we'll take it. Have a look here. This is the same lace, but of different color. It's dark blue. I recommend making lace jackets. Short jackets with 3/4 sleeves will look amazing. Such jacket can help you look amazing even in regular simple jeans. We finished tacking the facing. This is the welt. We'll attach lining to it. The armholes look pretty good, so we can stitch the shoulders soon. The technique for making jackets is absolutely the same. Have a look here. The facing and the welt are already tacked. You can see that they are of the same width. Notice that the ends of these details are not tacked. They will be tacked together in the shoulder seams. Let's do it. Pin them first, then tack, stitch and press open. Notice that these edges are not processed yet. We'll cover the seams with the lining. We've pinned the shoulders and now we pin the face into the welt. We need to stitch the shoulder, but we'll stitch the item itself and these details separately. Stitch the shoulders. The seam should be 1 centimeter wide. We try to show you some new useful technologies each time. Remember that we stitch the item itself and the welt with facing separately. I want to make people happy and beautiful. That makes me happy too. The seams are stitched. Let's go to an ironing desk. We need to press the seams open. Don't be afraid to press them too hard. Do the same thing on the other side. You can see that the facing copies the edge of the item. This is the facing for the bottom of the bag. It will serve as an overcast as well. One of the seams won't be stitched till the end. I want to hide a bias binding on it later. I'll show you how to do it. Let's continue working. First we'll stitch the seams, and then we'll stitch the whole facing roundwise. We don't stitch this seam till the end. I've already explained why. We've pressed the seams open, and now we can stitch the facing to the item. The side and the shoulder seams are already stitched, so we can continue working. What we need to do now is to cut all the extra pieces off. We want all the seams to be soft and smooth. Remember that they will be covered by facing, so don't worry. One seam is ready, let's move on to the next one. Do the same thing in the shoulder seams. We show you very useful techniques. Learn them if you want the items you make look good. Everything is perfect. This is how the coat looks like now. The welt, the shoulders, the bottom. Next time we'll stitch the face into the coat, and attach a bias binding. The only things will be left are to attach the lining and insert sleeves. That's all for today. I'm glad I've decided to show you how to make such code. It gives me an opportunity to show you some very useful technologies. Be different and beautiful. My name is Paukštė Irina. Subscribe to my channel. Goodbye.